What's going on, everybody? Brent here, ounitproductions.com, and we are back with another episode for today, which is Monday, June 11th, 2012. As you can see, it was a busy weekend this past week, on the road all over Pennsylvania, picking up all kinds of killer smalls. Some great stuff here, and this is just the table. I got a little bit more than this to show you. My co-op booths recently have been doing great. Been moving all kinds of product, some of it as soon as I've taken in, and I've actually been moving even some of the older stuff that's been sitting around for a while. It's always great when business picks up. Therefore, my main focus on the road was picking up some smalls, but as you see with this killer Pepsi Cola cooler, I picked up a few bigger ticket items as well. Great past week. Hit one of my favorite flea markets, also hit, another flea market which is up there, but it's not quite my favorite. But this week was great. I actually found some awesome stuff there. Lots to cram into today's episode, so let's not waste time. Let's put some boots to asses and get right into the picks here. Alright, first off, I want to talk about probably one of my favorite picks, for sure, the drink Pepsi Cola cooler. I'm not going to get into it, but it actually has the tray on the inside, the tray that sits on the top. A lot of the coolers that you find like this do not have that. This is made by the Progress Refrigerator Co., which whenever you see their coolers, always know for sure that you should pick them up if they're the right price. And this one was not the best price, but it was the right price. I actually had a conversation with Vintage Fetcher a while back. He saw a cooler that he was about to pick up, but he missed out on it because somebody else snuck in and got the deal. But kind of the general tidbit of knowledge that I put out there was when you see one, whether it's this one or Coke or RC or even Grapeette coolers, there's a bunch of different coolers out there. At this point I've had lots of them. But when you see one, 75 bucks or less, it's a good deal, pick it up. But of course try to get it for about $50 or so. This one was $70. I tried to haggle it down, he wasn't budging. He was putting together a bundle for something else I was looking at, but I ended up not being too interested in that bundle, so I bought it for $70 after walking around a few times. If somebody else would have snatched that up, I'll be honest with you, I would have definitely regretted not jumping on it. I think it's probably going to go for about $125 to $150, so killer Pepsi cooler. Moving on, here on the top you see a light Redding can. You see the top is not open, you see the bottom is not open. This was actually one of the ones that they filled with air, and it was used for display purposes only. I paid up a little bit for this. I paid $4, but I think I can easily get between 8 and 10 out of that. That's likely going to be a co-op item. The Pepsi cooler is definitely going to be going on eBay here at some point this week. Next up, let's talk about dollar items. We got 2 Royal Crown Cola bottles for $1. We got a Hires bottle for $1. Sparkling ABC beverages for $1, Kyers for $1, and let me tell you, this is a great deal. Any of the bottles you see like this, the brown bottles, they're all shaped pretty much the same. They all do really well. I'm thinking I can probably get between $8 and $10 on that. In the back there, we got a killer Birch beer bottle, ABC Birch beer. Probably put it next to the sparkling ABC beverages bottle in one of my co-op booths. Back there, we got a Canada Dry bottle. And then we got some cans also. All of these are $1. Ballantine Draft, Fife and Drum, Gunther. A lot of the times when I pick, let me just go on a little semi-rant here. I pick for thinking ahead and knowing that I have a certain type display that I want to set up in one of my co-op booths. This Gunther can, I have a killer Gunther's beer sign down at my booth in Milroy, Pennsylvania. So this is going to go around that to make it stand out a little bit more. Moving on, we got an ABC beer can. I think this is probably my favorite can out of all of them. It's a Gillies beer can. Absolutely love it. A Redding beer can, another one kind of like that, but I mean this one obviously is open and it's only the smaller version. And lastly here, an Old German beer can. Absolutely awesome. You know, probably at least $3 to $5 a piece on all of these different cans you see. Some of the bottles are between probably $4 and $8, and all this stuff will be going to the co-ops. Right below that here, this week I picked up an awesome Rifton Dairy cooler. I always pick these up when I see them at the right price because they move very fast at my one booth. I think I have somebody that comes in there that's either a dairy collector or just, you know, enjoys them for, you know, himself, or who knows what the case may be. But I cannot keep them in my one co-op booth. I actually have one at my booth in Milroy that I'm also going to be moving this week to that co-op booth, which is my one in Bellefonte. So this one and the other are going to be both heading there this week. I paid $10 for that. Easily probably $20 to $25 on that. Now, right here, Pennants. I'm not sure, I think I've shared with you guys in a past episode, you might want to go back and check it out, that I have a little pennant collection down in my living room. I buy the ones from places that I've been or places that mean something to me, and I hang those up downstairs. So that was my original purpose in looking in this pile. But the guy came at me hard and said, whole pile, want it, $10. I almost turned it down like an idiot because I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I kind of was just thinking that wasn't what I was looking for. But I mean, that would have been stupid. This is going to be perfect in my co-op booths. I might even throw a couple of these up online. This whole pile for $10. We got an Indian Village with cool feathers on there. I think this is easily probably going to be about the $10 back just on this one, honestly. I mean, this is a killer pennant. It's bent a little bit, but I mean, that's not a big deal. I love the subject matter on this one from Michigan. Really, really cool. Let me just try to go through some of these here real quick. We got a Bridgeton. We got a New York St. Regis Reservation. Farm Museum in Lancaster. Pioneer Tunnel. Boyden Cave. These are all the smaller ones. These are probably anywhere between $3 and $5 a piece. We got Gettysburg. We got a Lincoln. We have Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. And another Gettysburg. And when we get into the bigger ones, we start off right away with yet another Gettysburg. Let's see if we can go through some more of these here. We have a Garfield School, a Western Maryland, Indian Echo Caverns, Hummelstown, PA, a Pocono Wild Animal Farm from Stroudsburg, Shamokin area. Some of these are really, really cool. I mean, none of them really suit me. I don't want to really put them on my wall. Sacred Heart Academy. Really, I only put... That's the last one, I believe. I might have skipped one. I'm not sure. But if you are familiar with any of these... I mean, I'm familiar with a lot of these towns. But if some of these mean something to you, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of these. I mean, it's a killer deal. It's going to be a huge money score. Because, I mean, the guy at the flea market, I think he was just trying to basically turn them and burn them. He didn't want to do the legwork. But me, I have 3 outlets, 3 co-op outlets, plus my online eBay outlet. So for me, this will just be a slow turn and burn. Hopefully getting between $100 and $200. I don't think I should have a problem with that. Some of these bigger ones are between $5 and $8 a piece. And the fact that I can sell some of them online will get them to the person that's looking for them the most, without a doubt. So there's some of the smalls. And that's just the first table here. As I said, it was a busy weekend, so I have a few more things to show you. Let me head over to the front of my desk here. And we'll just start right with it, with what I think may be, if not the Pepsi cooler or the Pennants or some of the other killer stuff I got, this may be the pick of the week. These are all original by Chesterfield here, Chesterfield cigarettes, tin/metal signs. They're not in the best condition, very rusty. Some of them are, you know, starting to fall apart a little bit. These were actually originally picked. I have a backstory on these, which always helps them sell for more. These were originally picked from a bar in Kentucky. Like I said, they're not in the best condition, but it'll be an easy sale for me because I'm sure, you know, somebody's going to love these just as much as I do. As I said, they were picked from a bar in Kentucky. He wanted $20 a piece for these. He actually had another one that I left him keep, and that one was only marked at $15. But these 3 signs, $20 a piece. I offered $40 and he took it, so I'm only in these about $13, 33 cents a piece. I can easily see probably getting, I'm going to go right out there and say easily $50 a piece on these, maybe a little bit more. They got really cool subject matter, they got really cool color, they're not in the best condition. So I think $50 is probably about fair, but we'll see where they go. Also, this might even be one of the picks of the week. Curious what you guys think. This is a Duke beer sign. It's a tin on the front, and on the back it's got cardboard. I've had some really good luck with some of these signs that are like this. This one is marked the year, actually, which always helps. It is 1967. Really, really cool subject matter, really cool color, just like I said about the other signs, but that's pretty much how I judge my signs when I'm buying them. When I'm out picking, I look for cool color, look for cool subject matter. A lot of the times I look for, you know, higher class stuff that I know people will like, you know, Coke, Pepsi, etc. But I take chances on all kinds of brands because there's fans of almost everything out there. So, you know, that's one of the reasons that advertising is my passion. I love it so much. Lastly, before we get ready to wrap this video up, I got two more things I want to share with you here. Two board games. I got them for $1 a piece. These are going to be co-op items. We got Garfield. Pretty cool game. I haven't really opened it up and looked at it too much just because it was $1. It was a good deal. And I think this is going to be the better of the two. This is a Full House game. I think it was a 90s show. Maybe it began in the late 80s. Not exactly sure. Of course, I remember watching it when I was young. I'm 27, so I mean, you know, it was in my time frame growing up. Wasn't exactly my favorite show because I wasn't exactly, I guess, a female. But I mean, there's definitely boys that enjoyed the show. I didn't mind it, but I'm not going to go all out and say it was my favorite show. But $1 on that. I'm thinking probably at least 10. We'll see where that goes. So that is it. We got some killer signs on this pick, some cool games, and then all the stuff that I already showed you over here, the cooler, the dairy cooler, the awesome pennants. I mean, I really, really love the pennants. I'm going to almost have to say that might be the pick of the week for me. Cool cans, cool bottles, and everything here was the right price. So, awesome weekend on the road. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully sometime this week I'll be getting together again with Vintage Fetcher. And I've actually invited some other people to join our live streaming, the recent concept we came up with. If you would like to join in a live stream, you know, talk about some picks maybe that you've picked up, or talk about your area of the country or your area of the world where you pick, you know, flea markets that you hit, auctions that you hit, etc., etc. Leave a comment below, or head on over to my Facebook page, facebook.com/ounitproductions. Like that and leave a comment there, and maybe we'll set something up so we can get together, you know, have a beer, BS a little bit. That is it. Thank you guys for checking me out today. Thank you guys for watching the video. I don't know if you can quite tell, but I'm a little bit red. After picking yesterday, I headed to Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and enjoyed a beautiful day in the lazy river, and rode the new Sky Rush roller coaster. Great roller coaster. If you haven't had a chance to check out Hershey Park, make sure you hit that up. I have season passes almost every year. Anyway, we're getting off on a tangent here. Maybe we'll save some of this stuff for the live stream. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. And once again, I'm just going to leave you with the thought. Please leave a comment below and let me know what was your favorite pick featured in this episode. Thank you guys. I will be back again soon. Stay tuned this week for another live broadcast. And have an absolutely awesome week.